Welcome back. My name is Icon, and we're gonna play some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup tonight. And in the last episode, we were stuck in this bad situation when our internet connection died again. And yeah, we got paralyzed by this floating eyeball, and the paralysis went off. We're still alive, which is very nice, and my first step in this situation is gonna be killing this eyeball and then think about it. We're surrounded by a lot of spark wasps, which can potentially deal a crap ton of damage. This frost giant can also deal a lot of damage, and even this fire dragon is not entirely harmless. I don't have too many scrolls of blinking, so I want to try to fear out of this situation. And let's run for now. We shook off a lot of those baddies, and the fight got separated by a lot. And I think we're able to do this. Put up a divine shield, just for safety issues here. And yet again, I don't feel too comfortable standing between all those guys. So we're kiting them again to a more narrow passage where not too many people can smack me at once. And yeah, we're getting lower and lower. I don't like this too much. Let's go for heal wounds here and finish this job. Maybe I didn't need the heal wounds, but well, I feel a lot safer with it. Maybe it was a wasted potion, but I don't know. So there goes the Iron Dragon. Oh. Don't think this potion was wasted at all. Okay, so we're alive, we're set, we're at depths 5. And we've survived the ambush of a floating eye. Those floating eyes, I've mentioned them in the last episode, and yeah, they put up a lot of danger if they can paralyze you in a pinch here. But we're alive. We only used a scroll of fear and a potion of heal wounds, which is not many resources for a nasty situation like this. So I'm pretty happy. Fear scrolls always keep being very useful through the whole game. So this purplish tile set here is gonna be the vault with the entrance to the realm of Zod, which we can't enter yet. And it's always featuring some draconians, and most of the time you'll also meet some golden dragons or something like that in here. So definitely gonna take this for the last portion of my clearing of the depths. So there goes a big pack of deep trolls. I'm gonna take them upstairs actually and finish this job up here. It's 2 less trolls to deal with. I probably could have finished them off up down here, but again, better safe than sorry. It's kind of my motto here. So there go the draconians. I'm not poison resistant, so the poison breath of those really hurts me some. But I'm not gonna put up poison resistance for only one enemy here, because I would need to drop some magic resistance. Well, I could have done that. Would have been not a big deal. So there's a bone dragon and a fire dragon. I think I'm gonna kill the fire dragon first. And there are 2 bone dragons, but we're finishing them off pretty quickly. So I wanted to have a look if there were any more evening stars in this game so far, because I found some more brand weapon scrolls, and also I can brand a weapon with what's it called? Holy Wrath, with the help of the Shining One here. And a weapon of Holy Wrath is always nice to have. So we've cleared the entrance to Zod, which is nice. There's a flayed ghost, and this is what they're doing. Already lost 100 hit points to this guy, only while I'm walking towards him. So we're done here, which means we need to grab our third rune for this game. We could either go for the Abyss, the Vaults, or Hell, but I think I'm gonna stick to Vaults for this run, because we're well prepared for this fight. I have all the gadgets I need to go for Vaults 5. So let's roam down there, facing a few baddies along the way, but that's not too much of a big deal here. So this run is not gonna take much more episodes until it's done, which is nice. And yeah, let's hope we survive our third rune. And we're gonna start off with a potion of haste immediately here, because we get surrounded like this when we enter this vault level. So we're gonna kite around these guys. That's why I wanted to haste. And there's a lot of guys following me, and we're gonna start killing them here. I'm gonna put up the Divine Shield. I'm gonna bring oh well, let's summon 2 Angelic Warriors for this, because I really feel like this is a very, very big fight, and some allies are really helpful here. And those Devas, they're really strong. They can help me a lot punching down these guys, and also I can use them to fend off any incoming other baddies from the side areas here. And there we go. So let's have a look at this Vault Sentinel. There's a 0% chance to mark me. That's really good, because the marking makes every enemy on the entire floor wake up and know where you are, which basically means in this scenario where we would be surrounded by a crap ton of very dangerous enemies. That's nothing you want to happen here. So there are these Tango Reavers, and I'm gonna stop flying around the Titan because they can use the airstrike skill, and this is getting out of hand here. So we're gonna bring some more Divine Warriors into this affair and put up the Divine Shield again and start whacking at the Titan to get rid of him. I want to bring down the Death Mage next, because Death Mages can potentially bring up something like a second life for their friends, which is really annoying. And now we can proceed with the other guys carefully. We're really at low HP by now, but looks like we've survived the early impact of this level. This whole Vaults 5 thing is the most dangerous in the first few turns, and the more area you've covered and cleared, the easier gets Vaults 5. That's basically the thing. The initial fight is the most brutal thing on Vaults 5. If you survive this, chances are you're gonna survive the rest. But if you're not prepared to face that many Vault Guardians and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, you're gonna go down and die. Also, a viable option here is to bring some Scroll of Immolation when you're surrounded like that, and pelt them with AoE spells, so they start chain exploding onto each other. Works pretty well too. So we're gonna kite this around the corner, just in case there's something bad around there. And yeah, looks like we're in a good way here. Let's be careful though. So there's a Halfling Chaos Knight Ghost with Blink and Portal Projectile, and a crap ton of evasion and armor rating, but don't feel like it's too dangerous to fight him. Gonna bring down the Titan though. This blinking is a bit annoying. So let's step around the corner, deny the Yektor's ranged attacks, and there goes the player ghost. We're rid of that. But he also wasn't able to deal much damage to us, so it was mainly a nuisance. So there goes one of those nice vaults. It's a rendered helmet we can't wear because we have horns. There goes the Silver Rune of Zod. Storm Dragon Scales. Nice stuff. I'm not gonna identify this spare. Not gonna be curious this time because, well, it's a spare. It's one of the weakest polearms you can get. And we're at Waltz 5. It's not the place where you wanna use a spare. So there goes a big bunch of nasty deep elves. We're gonna bring them around the corner here. And the demonologist already spawned some real nasty demons. That's why I'm gonna focus him to get rid of those. Executioners are pretty hard hitters, but by now I could also kill the executioner on my own. But why kill the executioner when you can kill the summoner? Okay, so this ooze was definitely a shapeshifter. There are no oozes down at V5. No. They're at D1 and D2. Not at V5. Okay, so another corner step. More titans. But we're lightning resistant. Again, titans are really dangerous if you lack resistance from electricity. And you're flying, because they got airstrike. So, this Etten is mighted. That's something I gotta respect at some point. Even with my armor class rating, they are pretty dangerous. And besides, my armor class isn't that huge. I mean, 39 is good, but it's not impressively huge. No, it's not. Around 60 would be pretty insane, but we're not there. So, mighted Ettins are kind of a big deal. But they also die pretty fast. Okay. So we're clearing out the vaults rather easily here. Let's bring on this Quicksilver Dragon and the rest of those baddies. And looks like we're going Zod this episode. Because we're almost done here. I'm gonna clear out the rest of the vaults though, before proceeding. Because there could always be potentially some more nice loot lying around here. And that's nothing I want to skip out here. No. It's only halfway done. But on the other hand, if I run into something really spooky I don't want to mess around with, I would also count in the option to bail out and leave this place, because I already have the Silver Rune. There's no real reason to bring myself in unnecessary danger here. And yeah, there we go. Kill some more vault guys. And there's a twisted great mace of speed. Interesting, but we're not going to use this. I'm going to drop this plate armor I was carrying around for a whole episode for no particular reason at all. So there's a demonologist. Let's get rid of him. The Tango Reaver pelts me with some fireballs, but we're okay. We can live through some fireballs. A Bardage of Flaming. Bardages. Biggest polearms you can wield. Also require a lot of polearm skill to be used properly. So there goes a Phantasmal Warrior, but he didn't reduce my magic resistance. Careful around these guys, you can't resist the drain of magic resistance from them. Okay, so we got 7 Phantom Mirrors by now. I'm gonna keep those in mind when I'm down at Zod. They're a really good tool to bring down orbs of fire and such, because you can just clone enemies with it, which is a nice trait. Some auto-exploring some, because we're pretty much owning this place. Transparent troll leather armor. Okay, that's something I got an ID. Can't resist at this point. So, MR minus. Ooh. And again a +0. He really wants to wear a +0 Randart. Okay, so this amulet is other crap as well. Sadly, that is. But we're already carrying around a really good amulet, so it's not too much of a big deal here. So there goes another stone giant. Getting hungry. Let's eat some of those royal jelly to get rid of the inventory slots. Another phantasmal warrior. But stuff is dying really quickly to us. We're doing an insane amount of damage with this +8 Evening Star by now. And what's more important, the +8 enchantment also helps to hit enemies with high EV ratings. That's why I value this high enchantment so much. Okay, so let's see if there's some more enchant weapon lying around. I have one. That's good. So that's our Evening Star finished. And also Waltz 5 pretty much finished. So that's gonna be the point where we're sooner or later entering Zot. Alright, let's go. We're done with the waltz. Some hippogriff meat to go. And let's enter Zod. Okay. So the realm of Zod is really some uncomfortable place. There's a cursed toe. Ugh. This starts out really ugly. Cursed toes are really, really annoying unholy enemies because they got the symbol of torment and pretty high accuracy armor class. So getting tormented by those really hurts a lot, and they spam those mushrooms around you. But yeah, luckily it charged towards us and ran into its safe demise here when it was alone, not guarded by those draconians. Ooh, what hit me there? Iron shot. So that was about around 70 damage by a single iron shot. And this Annihilator has some more nasty tricks up his sleeve. That was only one spell of his. So I'm not gonna auto-explore down here, because that's way too dangerous. Realm of Zod is sometimes really easy. From time to time I really wonder how easy a final game branch can be, but other times it's a living hell. So really depends a bit on the luck you're having here. So looks like we totally need to put up some poison resistance down here, because we got lethally poisoned by this affair, and that's not something I can afford to take more often. So we're gonna drop the magic resistance here and put up the poison resistance, because chances are there are gonna be more green draconians down here. So let's clear out Zot 1 safely, slowly, gently, and hopefully we'll be able to carry out the orb. Okay, so we're level 27 now. No more levels to achieve here. We're at the end of our leveling curve. And yeah. So there goes a death cob. These, well, are quick and slow you with their melee attacks. That's about it. The slow, though, can be really obnoxious if it hits you in the wrong moment. Moths of Wrath, they frenzy their buddies, they frenzy you, they frenzy everything around them. Apart from tentacled monstrosities, which are mindless demons, they can't be frenzied. So I really don't have enough haste for my taste. I really like to have a lot of haste potions for the orb run, but looks like this game we're not gonna be featuring much hasting here. So another draconian pack. Guided them around here into this room where we can kill them safely and avoid respawning enemies or other stuff that's running down towards us. So another draconian pack. Let's kill this Moth of Wrath before it frenzies the draconians. They get a lot more dangerous when they're frenzied. But on the other hand, can shut down the spell casting from those guys. Can be useful from time to time. But not this time. Okay. So there's a Stormcaller. They can summon more enemies and plain draconians without profession. They're kinda like the most harmless thing around here. But we're gonna see more draconians in the Realm of Sod. They're kinda like the trademark enemies here. So we got 3 potions of might. That's cool. I love to have potions of might into orbs of fire. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a few of those as well. So for the rest of this level we're gonna auto-explore, and we got 4 scrolls of magic mapping left, so we're gonna magic map this. See if there are any nasty vaults in here. This looks a bit vaulty, but I don't think it's a vault. Let's see. So there's another draconian pack. Scorcher. It's taken down first. It's one of their mages. So there goes a Moth of Wrath, and first Draconian frenzied. I'm gonna bring up this frenzied Draconian. Don't want to play around with his buddies here. So, we got the Annihilator down, which is good. Draconian Annihilators are really dangerous. It's the guy with the iron shot, and they can bring up more and more damage if you let them. Another Death Cob. But we're really, really good at killing this stuff down here, so got the Moth of Wrath in front of the enemies, which is good, so we can kill it. There's a lot of enchanted cloaks down here. Always finding some good cloaks down here, but again, I don't want to depart from my cloak of magic resistance. And there goes the first orb of fire. It malmutated me already. So I'm gonna put up a potion of might and whack this thing. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, absolutely no problem with a might potion. So I'm gonna kite a few of those. It's a Shard Shrike. Okay. Got the Shard Shrike down. Another one. So we made some use of this might potion here before it went off. 8-headed Hydra Simulacrum. Okay. So more and more Draconians. Ghost Moth. They drain your spell points really quickly. So if you wanna pull up some nice tricks with spell points, do them as soon as you see these moths. Okay, so I don't feel too comfortable here. I'm gonna put up another Divine Shield, because this is a crap load of Draconians here. The Draconian shifters blink you around while they're blinking themselves around, and There goes an Annihilator. Really want to bring him down quickly. Okay. So, right now we're in fact regenerating more life than we lose, so everything's fine. There was this short moment when we took a little much damage, but I think we're pretty fine here again. Although this is a really huge amount of Draconians. This was a really, really big party here. Probably there's gonna be Tiamat around the corner. Okay, so let's have a look. One more Draconian Scorcher. And a lot more Draconians coming our way. I'm gonna put up the Divine Shield again, because I feel like I want some more defense here in this situation. Okay, so we can also activate our flying again. So there's a first golden dragon, but I think it's a bit late to switch over to the gold dragon scales. I also have no more enchant armor scrolls. Gold dragon scales are really, really useful armor if you're strong enough to wear them. They're also one of the heaviest suits of armor you can get in the game. So there go more scrolls of blinking. I think those scrolls of blinking will replace my scroll or my potions of haste here. You can also blink pretty good, although I don't know if carrying around the orb also disrupts your blinking. This could be, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so looks like Zot 2 is done. Let's head over to Zot 3. Again, I'm gonna magic map. It's one of those levels. Circular level. Zot, kinda like, I feel like Zot always features one of those circular levels, where everything is a circle. The whole level, I mean. Okay, so a few dragons on the stairs. It's okay. Quicksilver dragon. Quicksilver dragons are really annoying if your playstyle revolves around self-buffing spells and stuff like that. So not the Death Cop, which slowed us, but we were pretty safe in our hidey hole there. There's another nice spot to fight, actually. So we could slow it again, but it'll wear off while we're fighting. It's okay. Whoa. That was a crystal spear. That's one of those reasons why I really want to fight like with one enemy at once. Not getting surrounded by those. So. More Draconians. This place looked good last time. So we're getting shot by a few breath attacks, but they're not doing too much damage to us. So we can as well stand behind there, and there goes the rest of those. Let's let them come and slaughter them here in this nice little corner. Okay. So we're proceeding here. I could dive, but I feel like I want to clear this out safely. Because when you don't clear this level, well, you gotta escape at some point. And if this level is still filled with baddies, stuff can get a bit exciting. Let's call it exciting. So the Draconian got frenzied, but it's okay. Let's try out bringing this Phantom Mirror against this thing. And hope we don't get malmutated too much. Okay, nothing bad happened. Don't know if the Phantom Mirror strategy is actually really good on those, because, well, I try to fight fire with fire there, and they're pretty fire resistant, but still gonna do it again, because I can also, with some luck, distract them a bit from me, so they could put down 1 or 2 attacks on my summoned Orb of Fire here. But I'm pretty surprised how well these fights with the Orbs of Fire go. Again, that's the power of the Minotaur. With other races you can struggle much more fighting these Orbs of Fire. Orbs of Fire are fast, feature hard fire spells and malmutation. So Orbs of Fire are one of the biggest baddies you can face in this game. So there goes a whole bunch of Draconians again. And actually I'm gonna dig in this direction here, so we can face them one by one again. There's 1 Draconians which went into our back, 2 Draconians by now. Let's bring down that monstrosity first and kill the rest of those Draconians. Okay, we're set. Let's heal up and keep exploring. This floor is pretty big, actually. It's a real big floor, so it takes a while to explore it. But I think we can safely auto-explore by now. So there's a golden dragon. It really dies pretty quickly now. So okay. Most parts of Zod 3 are cleared. It's only a matter of a few more steps, so let's check what these boots can do for us. Nothing. Let's stick with the boots of flying for now. I'd really prefer a pair of boots of running if I would run into one. Oops, unintended pun here. But I definitely don't need boots of running. But it's always nice to have a pair. So there's another golden dragon. Pretty close to armor 27. So Zod 4. Well, I'm gonna bring these 2 Draconians upstairs. There's no reason to fight him like that. This Draconian Knight has a big ass shield here. So let's bring them up. Still a lot of enemies around me here. So we got teleported. It's rather unfriendly. Draconian Shifter doing his chaos and disruption job pretty well. So there's a scroll of enchant weapon, but we don't carry around anything that can be enchanted. So we got a vault on this level. Not only one, it's also, this looks pretty vaulty too, as far as I can see here. Oh, a scroll of enchant armor, so let's drop it down on our plate armor. It's too late to swap over to gold dragon scales. We don't have enough ancient armor scrolls at our disposal. There's not a single ancient armor scroll left on this game. So there's potentially Tiamat in this pack. Last time I had this vault there was Tiamat. So gotta be careful with this. One way or the other, there's a real huge Draconian pack inside this vault. That's for sure. But so far I see mostly red and white Draconians. So let's put up the Divine Shield. Get some defenses up. There are a few killer clowns here. But judging from the looks of it, we're really well equipped for this affair. Getting shoved back by these white draconians. A lot of flame clouds obstructing our path. But, well, we almost took no damage from this whole vault, which is pretty amazing, I think. Really didn't expect to get this vault cleared that easily. So there was a Balrog in there. Ugly things. There's another golden dragon. Let's take care of this first. And put up the divine shield again. Looks like there's a demon vault down there, but I want to check it out. I don't know all Zod vaults yet, and it might be a bit megalomaniac to just take this down at any cost, but, well, so far we're doing pretty well here. Think I can afford to do some dangerous things here to get our high score a bit better. So there's an electric golem. Electric golems are really annoying people. They blink a lot, they drop down a lot of electricity damage, that's why they're electrical golems. There's an acid blob. Ooh, that's nasty. Okay, so looks like this vault is already cleared pretty much. So electric golems blink a lot, shock a lot, and yeah, have a pretty high base EV. So let's bring up more divine shield here. It's a huge amount of enemies here. It's definitely worth going for another divine shield here. It's enough enemies to make one of those happen. So there's not much reward for this huge vault, but we're okay with that. Armor is almost at 27 here. So another divine shield for this draconian pack, so we can take them face on. Let's drop the annihilator. In the whole game, if anything has the name annihilator in it, ooh, there's a cursed toe. If anything has the name annihilator in it, it's probably really dangerous. It's true for deep elves, it's true for draconians. So always take those annihilators seriously. Another draconian pack, but we're not too concerned about that. But I'm gonna clear them out because they will be standing in our way on our way back here. So off to Zod 5 we go. And we're gonna pop another scroll of magic mapping here, so we know how this level is built. And yeah, it's really getting exciting here. This is gonna be the last episode of our Minotaur Monk. And yeah, if I don't mess it up horribly, we got a first win in the pocket. But well, we don't have one yet. Still a way to go here. We still need to grab the orb, and we still need to get out alive. That's two big problems. So the ending here, the orb will be here, and these areas are filled with the worst things you can meet in the whole game. And more often than not, the ending chamber will feature at least one type of nasty enemy more than the other. Sometimes you get more orbs of flame, sometimes you get a lot of ancient liches, stuff like that. So there's a wand of disintegration. That's definitely nothing I want to carry around with me. Okay, so we got this cleared for now. But the hardest part is still ahead of us. So there's a bunch of orb guardians. They're pretty okay enemies, but if they get enraged by a Moth of Wrath, they can get really, really scary. No matter how strong you are, if a bunch of those gets frenzied, run for your life. Just run for your life. Chances are you're not gonna win that fight. And also this area features a lot of traps. So there's another orb of fire. I'm gonna mite into this immediately because I don't want to let this fight drag along for too much time. I really want to bring this orb of fire down as quick as possible. So let's see, we got no new mutations from this combat. Oh boy, and there goes an ancient lich. So luckily he decided to go into melee range where I could whack him pretty good, and luckily we still had this might potion up, which we still now it's down. So those are permanent teleport traps, which are really obnoxious as well. No, we don't want to step into that Zod trap. So there goes the next orb of fire. I'm gonna might again. Okay, we got another malmutation, but a pretty harmless one. So there goes the next orb of fire. Let's check. Okay, so we got malmutated in a very obnoxious way. Our potions are healing us less now. And I'm gonna kite this combat a bit back here. So there's still this annihilator, which creeps me a bit. He could potentially bring me into a lot of danger with that few HP left on me. So there goes another electric golem. As you can see, it takes a while to kill them. That's why they are so annoying. Okay. We proceed. Another Moth of Wrath. I'm really happy if they fly towards me without any friends around them, which they could frenzy. Frenzied friends are always bad. So, Orb Guardians, Orb of Fire. So, let's Phantom Mirror this dude. This is getting ugly. Okay, we got the orb down, and we ate a lot of malmutations here. There goes the next Orb of Fire, but first I have to take out these Orb Guardians. Gonna summon a bit Divine Warrior now. And let's teleport out of this. Okay, so we're almost dead here. This could be the end of our journey. So let's blink. Or rather, yep, we died at Zod 5. Such a sad story. Such a sad story. I think I went too reckless into these orbs of fire here. Should have hasted. That's how you die down at Zod. Had a ring of protection from fire I didn't use, that was also pretty silly. Anyways, that was the story of a Minotaur Monk. Thanks for watching, and hopefully on the next episode we'll manage to escape with the orb. But it's not gonna be a Minotaur for the next one, that's for sure. Thanks for watching, my friends, and see you soon again.